This is the RotechTools open-ended ratcheting wrench. It is the only tool of its kind in the world today. It has a fully rotatable open end, and it also has a cam which allows you to release the pulls from the gear and free spin any attachment that's in the wrench, particularly an open-ended attachment. It also has a slider which, when pulled back, allows you to remove the cover, remove whatever attachment is inside the wrench, and replace it with any of these other purpose-built and very useful attachments that were designed for use with this wrench. This is a line wrench attachment for the RotechTools open-ended ratcheting wrench. A line wrench attachment is distinguishable by the narrow open end. A line wrench is used for brake lines or hydraulic lines such as these, distinguishable by a long neck, much narrower than the fitting itself. Today, people would use this open-ended spanner to work on fittings such as this. Now, as you can see, you can't get this spanner in to re-engage once you've disengaged the fitting. Very difficult to work in tight spaces. With the RotechTools open-ended ratcheting wrench, you would simply engage, get your fitting and your gear in place on the fitting, and you don't need hardly any room to be able to ratchet the gear, and it's very easy to spin off. When you're tightening it, once again, get it on. Limited space, not a problem. Tighten it up. As you can see, fully closed around the system itself. Move the pawl spreader, spin it off. Very easily remove the wrench from the fitting. This is a full open-end attachment for the RotechTools open-ended ratcheting wrench. As you can see, unlike a line wrench, the gap is much larger, and it's used when you have a hose that is almost the same diameter as the fitting that it's attached to. Once again, today, an open-ended spanner such as this would be used on a hose closed loop system such as this. You would engage, turn, disengage, re-engage, and turn. What this does is take more time, it's very tedious, and it can round the edges of the fitting and destroy them for the future. It can make it very difficult to get this on or off in the future. With the RotechTools open-ended ratcheting wrench, you put your full open end in, engage one time, stay engaged, ratchet the hose off, free spin it, take it off. If you're tightening it up, once again, you engage one time. Doesn't matter which angle, where you're coming from. Tighten it up. Very easy to disengage. You move the pawl spreader, and with one hand, you can quickly and easily remove the tool from any closed loop system. This is a box end attachment. It's distinguishable by the closed loop creating the box. When you have higher torque applications, such as for nuts and bolts, you would use a box end. Traditionally, this is the box end that mechanics have been using. Now, they have ratcheting box ends, but if you don't have a ratcheting box end, you're taking it off, putting it on, taking it off, putting it on. Tightening it up, same application. With the RotechTools open-ended ratcheting wrench, you put your box end attachment in, engage one time, and spin a nut or a bolt off. To reverse, you would simply flip the tool over, engage one time, stay engaged, tighten it up. This is a pass-through socket. When you have applications like spark plugs or threaded rod, you would use something like this. As you can see, pass right through the socket, so depth is not a problem. Simply put it in. If this were a spark plug, thread it off. Once again, to reverse, simply flip it over. And reverse. This is a socket adapter. This will work with any socket that you have in your toolbox at home. Simply put it in the RotechTools ratcheting wrench. Take your socket, a Craftsman socket that can be purchased at any hardware store. Put it on the adapter. Use the socket. Once again, you want to reverse it, simply flip it over. Tighten it up. This is a driver bit adapter. Any driver bits that you have at home, you can use with this adapter. Simply drop it in, install your driver bit, and use it. Again, to reverse it, you would flip it over. Use the attachment. This is the RotechTools open-ended ratcheting wrench with interchangeable heads, but the tool comes in many different shapes, sizes, and varieties. For instance, this is the RotechTools open-ended ratcheting wrench. It does not have interchangeable heads. There is no slider, and you can only use one size in this wrench. It does, however, have the ability to disengage the pawls and free spin the head, just like every other RotechTools open-ended ratcheting wrench. This demonstrates scalability. The wrench can be made larger or smaller and can be customized for certain other needs. This tool was designed for closed loop systems, but it has many other useful applications such as hydraulics, pneumatics, medical, mechanical, plumbing, HVAC, and military, to name a few. The mechanic who has this tool will be the fastest guy in the shop. This saves money for the user and the customer. The customer won't have to pay as much if the mechanic is doing the job more quickly, and the mechanic will save money because what's in this box will replace at least 50 drivers and spanners, so the mechanic won't have to buy all those tools. And it's also very useful when weight and space are critical, such as military and medical applications. This tool will revolutionize how we use ratcheting tools because it can replace any driver or ratcheting tool in existence today. Thank you for watching.